this week?
Yeah, kind of. We played two games against the same opponent, and the first game was not the team that I expected from our standpoint. We didn't play well in game one, but we took some huge steps forward here in game two. And we had to make a lot of adjustments, a lot of things that we had to do better after that first game. And we did that tonight. We were in this game right to the end. And I was really proud of the way our guys responded, because that was not blue gold basketball on Wednesday. So I was happy the way what they did. And I think they learned a lot here in the first two games. And I think we have a better sense of what we have moving forward.
How many adjustments did you make with so little time to turn around? Did you try to focus on just one aspect, or I know you're kind of saying that you weren't happy with the performance Wednesday. So did you have to kind of hit a refresh button?
Yeah, I mean, I told our guys that we made multiple mistakes on every single possession on Wednesday night. And so obviously we couldn't correct everything. It was some of the bigger things. Defensively, we had to just be more aggressive and have more effort. The first game we got beat in transition quite a bit. A lot of that was because we took really bad shots and we turned the ball over a lot. And so that was really our focus in this game, is taking better shots and taking care of the basketball. And when you do that, you don't have to get out in transition defense as much. And I thought we did a great job tonight. I think there was only one or two possessions where they got loose in transition and were able to capitalize. And then offensively, it was all about just making the extra pass. I think we got aggressive guys on the offensive end of the floor in that first game. And I've seen this before almost every year I've been coaching. That first game, everybody tries to do it themselves. And a team like lacrosse, who defends so aggressively, who sends guys at the ball when you drive the basketball or you get the ball near the basket, you got to recognize it first, and then you got to be willing to make that extra pass. And tonight we got great shots, and that's one reason we were able to knock them down. It's one reason we were able to defend so well, is because we were taking great shots and taking care of the basketball.
Okay, now you're on to a new team with a new week. Where do you go from here? Do you study tape tonight, the two games that you have on film now, and start prepping for Wednesday?
Yeah, I think we got to change. We got to change our mindset right now in lacrosse's history until potentially the conference tournament, which is very rare. Usually we're not playing a team back to back, and now we get a whole week just to focus on one opponent. So that's kind of our mindset right now. I mean, we made such great strides tonight after the game on Wednesday. We'll still look at the film tonight and figure out some different things, some different lineups, and some things that we still need to improve on. But then we got to get ready for our next opponent. And I believe the style of play, I haven't seen what Stout's doing yet, but based on their history, I think the style of play is going to be a little bit different. So it'll be a whole new game plan, a whole new way to approach it.
As unfortunate as it is to have two games in 3 days, is it kind of nice to have an extended period of time now to get ready for the first game against the new opponent?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you overthink things if you have too much time. And I really liked having 2 days. When we used to play Wednesday, Saturday, you get that mental break on Sunday, and then you get 2 days, and you kind of have a system on how you prepare and how you get ready for things. I don't want to throw too much at these guys tomorrow at practice, because they just got through a tough game. It's the weekend. They're probably not ready to focus on a Wednesday game. We'll throw a few things at them just to get their minds thinking about that. But we also have to remember that they have probably a lot of homework to do. They have class Monday and Tuesday. So they got other things on their mind as well. So we'll probably spend a little bit of time talking about it, but then Monday and Tuesday we'll really get into it, because really we got 5 days on one team. So you put a game plan together for Wednesday, you got plenty of time to do that. And then you just got to make hopefully not too many adjustments on Thursday. And then you get to go right back at the same team that you played on Wednesday.
I've heard a lot of talk about creating your own energy. Is that real? Is that something that you have to do this year?
Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest with you, I didn't think we did that the first game. Part of it was because of the way the game went. It was close for a while there, and it was really a grind. I think it was 11-9 at the end of 12 minutes or something like that. And then lacrosse went on that run, in that first game, and it just kind of sucked the energy out of us. And that's something that we can't have happen, but that's just kind of the natural tendency when a team goes on I think it was a 13-0 run. But tonight I thought the energy was much better. Guys in the game were a lot more engaged and communicating and locked in, and guys on the bench were phenomenal. I mean, they were talking the entire time. That's what you need. You don't have the crowd to help you. You don't have those fans yelling at the officials anymore that used to do that all the time. So that's up to me now by myself. And but no, it was good. That's it. That is real. Create your own energy. You have to do it, especially in these times.
Last thing I had for you, Coach, who has stood out this first week? Maybe someone you weren't maybe sure about what they could contribute, maybe someone that's stepping up in the games here. Who has stood out this first week?
Yeah, we tried a lot of different guys. I mean, if you look at who we played, we had the 2 different starting lineups. We're just trying to figure out that right mix of guys, like what we did tonight. We'll have to take a look at it and see if we want to make any adjustments. I don't know if anybody's playing really, really well. Obviously, Wednesday nobody played great, and the score showed that. But tonight, I just thought as a team we did a much better job. We had some guys that obviously scored a lot of points, but they were beneficiaries of guys making the right play, and that's something that we need to continue to do. We have enough talent that anybody on any given night, and that's been something that we've always stressed and preached and tried to do, is put guys on the floor that all have the capability of scoring a lot of points or doing things well, and I think we have that with this group, just like we have in the past.
Is consistency going to be the biggest challenge of this short WIAC season?
Absolutely, especially when you got guys that have never played a college basketball game a minute, and we got guys like that are playing, and our returners have to figure out. We lost a lot of some really good players last year. You lose your starting backcourt and your first guy off the bench in the backcourt, and now you're playing freshmen who have never played a minute of college basketball, or other guys that have been on a team that haven't played a minute of college basketball. And there's going to be ups and downs. And I think we saw that Wednesday, and we've already seen that through 2 games. So we're going to have to figure out who's coming to ready to play, and who we can rely on in games. And it might be a different person, different guys every single game, which I'm okay with. I think this year we just got to figure out some things for the future as well. We're obviously focused on what's happening right now in this short season, but we also have a future to take a look at. And we got to figure out who's going to be staples in our program and who we can rely on here for years to come.
All right. I'm all good then, Jill. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Yeah. Talk to you next week.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, Jill.
Thanks.